want you to check this out. Friday night is the opening ceremonies for the Olympics on the eve of the buck full moon. Okay? Or hours before it goes full. So, as if that wasn't planned out since the beginning of time in memoriam, if Trump goes down, if he goes down, then you can see how perfectly not just the Milwaukee Bucks beating the Phoenix Suns, but we remember, I think it was the 2012 opening ceremonies where they had the hospital beds, the giant NEEDLE, you know, that giant whatever it was. So they gave you the predictive programming. I can't remember what the 2016 theme was. But what do you think the theme of the opening ceremonies is going to be? Now, if we see it and it's obvious what we're seeing, then obviously it's the day before everything unravels, so it's too late. I mean, we can expose it. I got my old friend in town who was the one that turned me on to the conspiracy theory world back in 2012. Who better for me to go hang? He's in town helping his mom do some stuff. He just had a baby and all this kind of stuff. He's got a girlfriend. No pokes for his baby of any kind. Baby is so healthy and so much farther along. He understands everything that I talk about. He doesn't necessarily agree with it. He's kind of on a wait and see kind of thing. But how fitting that he and I would be together, because we're going to head out downtown Winter Haven. How fitting that he and I would be hanging out on the eve of everything unwrapped, because he lives out of state. I don't see this guy once every 2-3, and he's the one that I visited twice in New York City. The other time it was my former brother-in-law. I went with my ex-wife. But it was my friend Joey, who turned me on to conspiracy theory. And we went all over New York City. We went to the St. John's, the very evil, that St. John's Cathedral, whatever it's called, where that has all that esoteric meaning. St. John the Divine, that's what it's called. He and I, he showed me all that nasty Illuminati stuff in New York City. So, and that's, of course, it's because it's Trump's town. We saw this big obelisk that's in Central Park being constructed. So, how fitting that he and I, he doesn't live in New York City now, but my point is, how fitting that he and I would be together on the eve. Yeah, just, it's beyond fascinating.